Today we are reviewing the HIMO L2 electrical scooter that has been sent to me by Geek Buying. As always, Geek Buying is the place where I buy majority of my electrical scooters. If you need one, the links are in the description where you can find one of those.
Like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Get the work in there.
Let's jump straight into what are the highlights of this scooter. First of all is the scooter size. In order to have some reference size, I took Xiaomi M365, classic one, and I took Bogus C1 Pro. The HIMO L2 Max is the tallest out of these three and out of basically probably any other scooter that I have tested so far. If you take a look at the deck size, Xiaomi M365 looks like a toy. It's twice more narrow than the HIMO L2 Max. If we move to Bogus C1 Pro, similar in width, the effective place for standing on the deck, it ends here. While here you have half of the foot more, and also here at the back. So effectively the stance will be completely different. Here I have to have a very narrow stance on the Bogus, and on HIMO L2 I can actually have much wider stance, giving much more riding stability and control. The second highlight of this scooter is overall build quality. Already in the unboxing video I talked about how the disc brakes are perfectly adjusted, how everything looks nice, there isn't a single scratch, it was packed perfectly. And also after my riding of the scooter, I can ride on any surface, it doesn't create any noise. Some little tiny noise from the cables of brakes, and that's it, nothing more, nothing is rattling. That's really a big highlight of this scooter. And if you have seen, going through all that grass, I was holding the scooter with one hand, going full speed all the time, and this is the third highlight of this scooter. Wide tires, good brakes, fantastic, nothing is rattling, everything built in nice quality, provides you with really nice ride comfort, and I feel safe riding this scooter. Maximum speed of this scooter is 25 kilometers per hour. I'm going now downhill and the motor is braking me. It's limited by controller. It doesn't allow me to go faster, while the scooter kind of wants to go faster, you know. It's well built, it has fantastic brakes, it has good tires. Why can it only ride 25 kilometers per hour? This is the first downside for me with this scooter, 25 kilometers per hour. Downside number two is the weight. 25 kilograms for the scooter is quite a lot if you want to carry it, take it on the bus to the shop and so on. I'm not saying you can't do that, you can do that, but it's definitely one of the heavier scooters here on the market. And the downside number three is that there is no cruise control on this scooter, so it's one of the easiest ones to drive without using your hands on the handlebars because of this skateboard shaped deck, but you can only drive so long just because there is no cruise control. During my test rides, I only test scooters for about 3 to 4 weeks, and I try to do the testing a bit more on the rougher side to see if potentially something can break down, you know, during the 1 or 2 years use of the scooter. In the case of the scooter, after a bunch of jumps and drops, I noticed that the folding mechanism became loose. It's really not in the best shape right now. The really good thing is that it's adjustable. What you need to do, fold your scooter down and adjust this screw at the top. And now it's rock solid. As you can see, folding is not like completely straightforward. I'm annoyed by this like locking mechanism. When you want to fold the scooter and you want to lock it up, there is this tiny little handle that you need to hit at the right angle. And there is this secondary security mechanism that keeps locking it in like middle positions. So you really need your both arms, you know, let it fully down. Then you need to catch this, find it in the right spot, and then it locks. When it's locked, it's 24 kilos. That's pretty heavy scooter. It's not that you cannot carry it. You can carry it around, but it's not the most comfortable one to carry if you want, or if you need to take it into the bus or somewhere else, you know, climb a huge set of stairs often. But if you only need to carry it sometimes, it's doable, it's fine. Handlebars are not foldable, so this is the size, this is how it looks when it's fully folded. Take a look at this deck. It's not only really wide, it's around 20 centimeters wide. It's also long, it leaves so much space for your feet. And what I appreciate the most is that it's shaped a little bit like a skateboard. So when I ride my scooter, I can actually, you know, have like a contact point right here and have a contact point right here in multiple places that allows me to do jumps, bunny hops, and actually control the scooter without even using hands. The deck is covered with a thick rubber material which doesn't allow your feet to slip. It's also very easy to clean with a wet cloth or something like that. Probably one of the better decks I have seen on electrical scooters so far. The motor of the scooter is mounted in front, meaning it's a bit harder to do wheelies and long manuals as the driving wheel is the front one. The nominal power is 350 watts. There are huge inflatable tires mounted both in front of the motor and on the rear wheel, and at the rear we also have disc brakes. There is a little number plate for your scooter, which is, by the way, CE marked, so meaning you can ride it in countries like Germany and so on, where you actually need to attach the plates and so on. It has also all the needed reflectors and so on and so forth. The headlight is mounted here in the front. It's adjustable to your needs. You know, you can adjust it both to the sides, up and down, the way you need. The handlebars are simple yet sturdy. The left brake handle brakes with the disc brake and the motor. The right brakes only with the motor. LCD screen is visible during the daylight, no problems with that. There is a little hook to put, I don't know, a little bag on it. And all the materials are exceptionally high quality ones. The thumb throttle feels nice and soft. The LCD controls are really simple. You have light indicator and 3 speed modes, fastest one being up to 25 kilometers per hour. Down here is a fully sealed plastic battery compartment where you have 10.5 amp hour 36 volt or 10S battery pack. So while I'm pushing my scooter home, I would like to talk about the range. With my, I don't know, with all my winter clothing, probably around 90 kilograms of weight, I managed to drive 22.4 kilometers measured by GPS. Average speed was 22 kilometers per hour. I did it going full throttle all the time, not trying to save the battery at all. Watch out for the range. The scooter keeps almost like the maximum speed up till the end, and then at the end it just quickly dies. So when you see 2 battery bars out of 5, this is time when you really need to consider going back home, because when it gets to 1 bar, it's around less than probably 1 minute drive with the last bar, and the scooter completely died. Now the best things about the scooter, as I mentioned, is the size. It really fits taller person like me pretty well. I really love the deck, how it's shaped, and that it allows me to stand comfortably on the scooter and have a fantastic scooter control when riding it. Put it together with a really fat inflatable tires and the fact that nothing is wiggly, nothing is creating any rattling. It gives a fantastic riding experience, jumping curbs, riding rough terrain, and so on and so forth. The only thing I'm really sad about is that this scooter doesn't go faster than 25 kilometers per hour. Things that annoy me: I don't like this lock off the folding mechanism. while the folding mechanism itself is okay. And also I don't like the solution of this lock button. I don't think it will survive like very long time. Haven't broken it, I don't have any issues with it, I just don't think it's a good engineering. More details in the unboxing video. And the third thing that I don't like about the scooter is that it doesn't have cruise control. It has such a perfect scooter control, and I like riding scooters without using my hands, but I can't do that because there is no cruise control. The very final thing, I just wanted to quickly take a look at the battery compartment and see how things looking down there. The only way to do that is to remove the rubber part from the deck to get the access to the screws so that we can get in and take a look how the things look down there. As you can see right here, we have Lenzo D brushless motor controller, and we have Sun Yoda battery. I like that we have a aluminum battery case. It's really well protected. While it's in the plastic case here, it's actually in the aluminum case here. Now this is the rear light cable, this is the battery, this is the charging wire, this must be throttle controls, 3-phase wires, and this is probably the hollow sensor that goes to the motor. I don't see any apparent or visible way of delimiting this controller. I don't know how it's done, but it's somehow limited to 25 km/h. Replacing this one could unlimit your scooter, and also you have ample of space to actually install way bigger battery if you need one. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope to see you in my next one soon.